Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Craig, sometimes known as Shut Up Dad, from Collins Club, Craylins Corner, and Skyler's Club, a family of 3 small YouTube channels. Well, this video is not about those YouTube channels. This video is about swatting, the most mindless, gutless, spineless thing a jealous hater could ever do to a Twitch or YouTuber. Now folks, being an ex-Army infantry grunt soldier, this is beyond my mental capacity to think, how could someone so weak call in a prank like this and put lives of innocent people at jeopardy because they don't like them, they don't like their content, or they're just jealous because they're bigger than them, or maybe they didn't answer a comment or an email that they wrote them. Folks, here's the deal. I come from a family with a bunch of police officers in New York, and I called my cousin who's a detective. I said, "Cuz, how do I prevent or deter this from happening to my family at my house, my wife and 2 small kids, because my son streams Fortnite and I stream Destiny, and who knows, my daughter may start gaming in the next couple years." And he said, "This is what you do." Now he goes, "Be prepared. You can't walk into a police department and just be like, 'Hey, I'm worried about being swatted.'" He's like, "They may look at you weird, especially if they're older, it's an older police officer you get, you know, especially me. Anybody my age or older, they came from when computers first started coming out. When I was in the Army, we really didn't have computers. We had, like, what was it, DOS? So it kind of be like your neighbor having a dog and you going to the police department today and saying, "Hey, my neighbor has a dog and I think next week the dog's gonna bite me." They would look at you like, "What?" So here's what he said you can do. Now, at his department, they have a thing called CAD, Computer Aided Dispatch, which means when a call goes in to a residence for domestic violence, harassment, loud noise ordinance call, notes will come up on the computer about that residence, kind of like in your cell phone. You can put a person's name and phone number and add some notes. He goes, go into the police department and say, "Hey, I know this is silly, but I'm a YouTuber, I stream, or a Twitch streamer, my son does, and we're worried about being swatted." I'm sure they're gonna know what it is, okay? If they don't, bring your phone and bring up some swatting videos, some really bad ones where the cops go in, because they're gonna wanna see that. You know, my relatives who are police officers, if they don't like anything, they hate being called or dispatched to a residence and it's just something ridiculous or fake and it puts their lives at jeopardy too. Of course, we all know that 12-year-old kid in California who just got swatted, who is a Fortnite streamer. My son's 12, he streams Fortnite. We just don't need or want this to happen and put our lives at jeopardy or police lives at jeopardy or waste their time. So go in there, dress nice, shave, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Don't go in there looking like a scrub and just, like I said, "Hey, this is silly, but I have a concern." I was thinking of maybe even getting hold of some big YouTubers and saying, "Hey, maybe we should start like a national registry list with local police departments or something online where if you have over a certain amount of subscribers or viewers on your live streams, you can go in and register yourself and all that." But my cousin said, just first do this first. Go in and say, "I would like to know if I could add some notes to my address if the police are dispatched to it." Like you would add in everybody that lives in the house, you know, some phone numbers, cell phone numbers, because he said sometimes we would call someone if we had a number. If we were dispatched to the house, before we went there, we were on the way, the dispatcher would call them on their cell phone and they would say, "Hey, police are on the way. Is everyone okay there?" Now, obviously the police aren't gonna show up if you're on the cell phone and you're really doing something bad and you're like, "Yeah, everybody's okay." They're not gonna show up and be like, "Oh, he's a Twitch or a YouTube streamer. Let's go in there all laid back." That ain't how it works, folks, okay? They're still gonna be doing their job the way they're supposed to be and show up. But at least if they call you and you say, "Yes, everything's okay," I'll be outside in the driveway or the front lawn with my hands up in the air or laying down on the grass, me and my family. So that way, it's a lot safer for everybody, okay? So I'm gonna take the camera with me today when I go on this little ride to my local police department. I'll bring it in there, but you know, I'll ask if I can interview them or video them and maybe get a thumbnail with the officer or the police car behind us. I don't know. But either way, I'm just doing this video to where when I go talk to them and see if I can add something into my residence address or let them know what we do here to deter or prevent a possible swatting in the future, that I can relay that message on to you all. Well, I'm headed to the police station right now, and I gotta tell you, I do feel a little silly doing this, but I need to do this for the protection of my family first, and then me. Now, I can handle myself and maybe a couple other men at this point in my life, but I don't need something this ridiculous happening. Like I said, people who do this are mindless, gutless, and spineless people who are jealous haters. So I'm gonna go in here. Now folks, you know, in the past, I've had a prank done on me, which was kind of like real. In my life, I've hung out with a lot of great people, and I've hung out with a lot of bad people. I've done a lot of great things, and I've done a couple bad things. I'm not perfect. I got a little bit of a past. One of those people that was close to me called the police on me while I was out of town with my wife and said that I was in their backyard trying to break into their house. Well, come to find out, the police called my cell phone because they got it from that person. And I was away in Boston for the weekend with my wife on a trip. And when they called me, they're like, we need to talk to you. We have an issue. Come to the station. Where are you? We got to come talk to you. I was like, I'm in Boston. I'm out of town. I can call you from a number here with the area code. So when I talked to them, they were like, no, you're out of town. Just come see us when you come back. Well, come to find out, the person that made the accusation was under the influence of a controlled substance. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I hung out with some pretty crazy people, and it was all taken care of. But it could have been worse because it was a false report. And that's what I don't want to happen to my family. All right, well, I'm at the police station now and I'm heading in. So I just left the police department. The gentleman I talked to in there, young, very well dressed, good looking young man, you know, I gotta tell you, I went in and said, hey, can I talk to an officer or the chief? And they said, well, what's going on? Can I help you? And I said, well, I have a silly concern. And he said, what is it? And I asked him if he knew what swatting was, and he said yes. Now, folks, don't expect when you go in there. I said, he's like, well, what's your concern? I said, well, my son is a streamer on YouTube. We have a very small YouTube channel, and I have a concern. We've received some threats in the past, you know, through emails and comments, and I just want to nip something in the bud before it possibly happens. Now, listen, don't expect to go in there, and when you say you're a streamer on Twitch or YouTube, and whether you're a small YouTuber like us, or you're a big YouTuber, don't expect them to do a backflip and be like, oh my God, you're a YouTuber? You're a Twitch streamer? They're not gonna be. Most people don't realize that YouTuber Twitch is a job. Like, when people have asked me before, my age or older, oh, you know, you make a little money from that? You know, no, right? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they were blown away. Like, they don't understand. They can't comprehend it. Just like I can't comprehend the fact that people would call these stupid swatting fake calls in, okay? I'd like to take those people and punch them right in the face. So what I'm saying is, don't expect them to do backflips and be like, oh, tell me about your channel. Oh, like I was saying earlier, I brought a business card and some stickers. I was just joking. That's not gonna happen. So to get to the point, he directed me to their centralized dispatch station for the county. So he said you should just call, or you could go there if you want. So I'm gonna go there because I'm old-fashioned, I'm old school. I'm more of a, you know, face-to-face kind of person. So I'm headed there now. It's a little ways away from where I just was. But like I said, folks, kids, if you're a streamer and you're, you know, you think you're relevant, go and do this. Have your mom or dad bring you. Do this for the safety of your family members, and your neighbors. Because what if the police knock on the wrong door like they did in that one swatting incident last year, where they knocked on the wrong door and shot and killed the man who answered it? All right, so do this. All right, I'm on to the other county dispatch. All right, well, I just left county dispatch, and folks, that was awesome. I got to tell you though, when I first walked in, I went to one building and they were just looked at me like I had 3 heads because they don't understand. Then the public safety building I went into, the 3 incredible women working there, you know, they were a little like standoffish because they didn't understand. But then one woman come up and said, well, my son also streams with his friends video games. And so she wanted to hear about it. And I explained it to her. And then they had someone come down and talk to me personally about the whole situation. It was awesome. She was absolutely incredible. The woman I talked to said that she knows all about swatting, and after the shooting where the gentleman got killed because of the wrong address in the swatting, and I think it was in Arizona, she said that they had taken a class and watched some footage on the officers' body cams and all that. So she knew 100% what I was talking about. And I explained, I know this is crazy. It's like saying that your neighbor has a vicious dog in their backyard and you think that it's gonna bite you one time this year, but you don't know when. So it is a kind of weird thing, and I'm so glad. So folks, again, go to your local police department. Find out what you got to do. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, what happened? This is what she did. They do have a CAD system, like I told you, computer-aided dispatch. I'm going to be able to add all of our information to our residence address. When a dispatch is made to our address, it will say my wife's name, my son's name, daughter's name, my name, all of our cell phone numbers, and that we are YouTube or Twitch streamers. She gave me her business card, took some information. She's gonna, I gotta email her our information, and she said that it'll be in there for a year, and then after a year, I gotta make sure I update it. How incredible is that? Again, folks, all right? I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get all the information I need, keep it short and sweet and simple, email all that to her, then she's gonna have someone contact me and call me that is a little more in depth with this, so we can speak. Again, kids, if you're a streamer, and I don't mean to say if you're relevant, but you have a big following, subscribers, Twitch, YouTube, make sure that you go to your local police department and tell them you're concerned. Once again, don't expect when you walk in there for them to know what you're talking about, or to do backflips because you're a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer. You know, if you're a small channel like us, you know, you got to protect yourself before it happens. It just doesn't happen to big streamers. It happens to small channels and small streamers too. So go in there, be respectful, dress nice, be clean, be presentable, and, you know, get to the point, because they got a bigger job to do than stuff that may possibly happen. All right, everybody, I know I keep ending the video, but I want to just keep giving this information as much as I can and give you my thoughts and feelings. Now, I just got done emailing the incredible woman that I spoke to today over at the County Public Safety Department. And now, when you get home after you talk to them, if they have you email them or give you some information to send them, do it right away. Do it as fast as you can while it's still fresh on their mind. So I emailed her over our address, all of our names, all of our cell phone numbers, that we stream on YouTube and sometimes Twitch, and anything I can possibly say. And I also said, if there's anything anybody there, you or anyone in your department needs or has any questions in the future about this streaming and vlogging world, feel free to call us at any time. We are here to help. And folks, I gotta tell you, I know you all feel the same way that are out there. For anybody watching this that is a streamer on YouTube or Twitch, I know you feel this every time you start up that stream and you put those headphones on. You know, it's got to go through your head, especially after you just saw a news clip where somebody got swatted. It goes through my head like, wow, what if when I'm streaming this happens to me? Well, I got to tell you, after going to your local police department and doing this and emailing them right away and getting that information in there, it's going to make you feel a little bit better. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And remember, if they get a call to your residence, they're still going to show up and do their job the way they're supposed to, but at least they have a little sliver of thought in the back of their mind that this could be a swatting incident. And then if they call you, you just answer and you go outside and wait outside with your arms up or lay face down on the pavement. I don't know. But either way, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope this helped a lot of people. And share it with your friends and family members and people that you know that do streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great, great day.